So, June is, as we all know, Men's Mental Health Month, and we're here to discuss the mental health now more than ever. It's something that's been coming up more and more, especially what I see here and there on my social medias. Most of my social medias involve some kind of military or first responder type of thing. I was going through and sometimes the little memes hit, sometimes they don't when I remember or the PTSD takes over or flashbacks, shell shock, whatever. Um, but we're not reaching out as much as we need to. And I'm not talking brother to brother calling, our battle buddies or our fellow Marines, sailors, what have you. I'm talking about the people who aren't military. When was the last time you actually sat down and thought, hey, this guy needs a check? He needs some time off. He needs to be not in this situation. For everything you need to know about men's mental health awareness, from where it is, how it starts, where it goes, I'm going to try and cover. Now, June is Mental Health for Men's Month, which is kind of a tongue twister, but that's actually what it's called. It's not anything else that people talk about that's in the news or popping up on social media. It's for men and our mental health. Now, November is celebrated in the UK, but here in America, we do it here. And it's kind of cool because in Europe, they grow their mustaches out and they say it's November, Movember. Mustache. And not only is it included for mental health, but don't forget about the boys down there. Always remember the boys down there. How can we support mental health? If you'd like to support Men's Health Awareness Month, you could do it in many ways. You could attend meetings, you could raise awareness, you could donate money, you could have a garage sale or bake sale, get together with a sponsor, have a race, have some kind of commitment, have your child just go up to his dad and say, hey, you're going to be okay. Maybe not the whole month, maybe not even a week, a day, but right now, you're going to be okay, Dad. And that's such a weird term to say nowadays. You're going to be okay, Dad. A lot of times it's the dad having to tell the kids, oh, it'll be okay. This will be all right. But it's not. It's a lot of, taking the time, even for kids, even for men my age, to just sit down and be, hey, Dad, you're going to be okay. I wish I could, but, Dad, he's in Valhalla right now. But just, we need to be more focused, more, not so much, hey, I need to call suicide prevention right now. But just, Dad, you're going to be okay. You don't have to text 741741 tonight because your dad's not doing so well. You don't have to call 1-800-985-5990 and say, hey, my dad's not doing so well right now. Just go up to the old man and say, hey, it's going to be all right. Don't ask him how he's doing because he's always going to tell you, I'm fine. I'm fine. How was your day? It was good. It was fine. And the day could have been shit. The whole plant could have been on fire. But guess what? Your dad's going to come home and he's going to be, it's fine. Go to your room. I need to drink a beer. Speaking of which. It was that kind of day today. Just, we don't need to hide our emotions anymore. We don't need to just man up or be strong for others. Sometimes we need some time. Sometimes we need to just take the guitar off the wall and play it. We just need to sit down and say, I'm broken. I am broken. It's not my arm. It's not my head. I am broken. Physically, all around. some of the stats, and while 51% of the women with mental health conditions in 2020 received support from mental health services, only 40% of the men received it. Now, that's not saying only 40% of men have health issues, mental health issues. We all know we're all a little crazy. Men make up 80% of suicides. That's 8 of 10. If you walk past 10 men today, 80 of them, 8 of them would kill themselves. That doesn't even seem right. That doesn't even seem fair. 80%. So 80 suicides of 100, only 20 were women. How does that even seem possible? Men are more likely to engage in substance abuse. Yeah. I mean, you walk down Skid Row and you see all the castaways, and they're usually men. Mental health conditions, sometimes they're pre-existing, sometimes they're from, distress, anything. Black, indigenous, and people of color or BIPOC men are just as likely to have mental health conditions as white men, but have less access to mental health care. I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if this is not true, but that's sad that, our non-white people have less access to mental health. What I'd really like for y'all to take away from this is while Mental Health Awareness Month is important, we must consider men's health year round. It's not just today, it's not just June 17th, it's not Juneteenth, it's not June 30th. It's all year we go through this, of the ongoing stigma that men shouldn't need mental health support, that we should just be strong, that we should just come home and be all, nothing happened that stressed me out today. Nothing got under my skin. Nothing will get under my skin. I'll just keep going and going. Brothers, you're not alone. And don't make it you're less of a man by going and seeking mental health. Call the numbers. Text your friends. Make sure they're okay. Make sure you're okay. Just reach out to each other.